Welcome back to Robbo's Backyard Adventures. RBA is pumping out the tunes at the moment, and gonna give the Apele treehouse my first attempt at a treehouse on farm, just a tune up, and got my 40 volt Makita multi-tool. Thanks Kerry for the battery. Alrighty. Do a walk around. Nice little ball shape happening. Just getting maybe a bit of a love heart from that angle and into the staircase. So those of you that are following, you can see it's a bit willowed with the apple branches, and there's a pallet I put in here, and if you see in here, you cut the middle out of your tree and send it that way, and then after it thickens up to good wristy width, you can stick a pallet in it and just make sure the pallet is bugled in properly, and then you get this boomerang A without a little sheep, maybe that's the flock of wood, and apple-ish. There's a double L here, and these are just screws and cord wound through, and it's Apele, bit of a French European twist. Willow, my mate's daughter, she was adorable, and this is for her in her honour, for her little treehouse while she was staying here. And then right at the end, you've got the symbol for a modern day house. Pretty cute. And right next to that Atlantis treehouse, we've got the two upside down octopus, pair of pear trees, and this is where they're at after being staked and tied down. And now they've got this spring growth, which if you get it quick enough, you can literally just pull it off. Anything pointing upright just won't fruit like I want it to. So send it into a bit of shock and it'll probably flower again for you. And we're in November, and this is where I'd be reading a book under a pear tree while watching the little ones in the tree house, hey? All right, nicely done. Open fan like legs, upside down octopus being the trunk, and leaving one or two hardwood poles for the nursery. And here are some of the pear hardwood stakes and some bamboo growing my standard wisteria. Pretty good. And these are my apple rootstock. If anyone wants to give a willowing house a go, I sell them for about $15, $20 each. Thank you. And these are the two big pears that I said I wouldn't chop out the middle, but other projects called for logs. So needed logs and took these ones. And then again, just bend them over and pluck them off. They were about 10 centimeters in diameter, and that is a risky size to cut through, especially when you don't do it on a 45 angle. And as you can see, I've had some dieback in this one and lost about half of it, but nevertheless, the tree will endure and try and reach its full potential, and it's still going pretty well. I don't think I'll, yeah. And that's my topiary of the orchard. Pears and apples, papples. And hit me up if you want the little apples. you might even get some crab apples off them. Now, pruning by hand like that does leave scars on the tree, more than a secchi cut would. But when you're in Rome and got all this mountain of work to do, you'll take whatever you can get sometimes, and Robbo's handiwork does the trick. Like and follow please, and have a watch of my previous journey. Peace out. So Robbo, what's your favourite tree at the moment? Well, the jacarandas are in flower, but I do like a good wisdom herb, the ginkgo biloba. Anyway, it was said to be the first tree to shoot back after Chernobyl back in '86, and the first flowering tree to evolve as well. So that length of time, if that's what ticks your box, is the way to go. Munchy munchy, good old brunchy. Alright, fair enough. And Robbo, do you actually eat any food off a plate? I don't know, mate. Sometimes things make it to a plate, but yeah, the good old tray, or the leaf, or the, fruitarian diet. There's a little pear. Hard as rock, mate. But, somewhat palatable. Might not be all that enjoyable, but a bit of survival food. Alright, mate. Favourite animal? Monotremes. Bilbies? Monotremes. Echidna? Platypus. Something like that. This is a bit of editor's cut, and on the couch with Robbo. After all, when you're struggling to watch something on TV, it's probably best to watch yourself. Back. Watch yourself back. Back yourself in, under the table.